Today on the channel, we're doing the 2-year review on the Traxxas Sledge. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. That's right, I have a new series on the channel, a 1-year review. Now a few cars I've had past that, I've had them 2 years. So like this, the Sledge, I've had it for 2 years. So we're going to talk about what it's been like to own this thing for 2 years. And I got to say, probably the biggest pain in the rear end is the hate that this thing gets. And before somebody calls me a Traxxas fanboy, check this out. So before we get into it, and honestly, this is really messed up that I even have to mention this, but there's some people out there that just have a blind hatred towards other companies. You like ARMA and that's it. You like Traxxas, that's it. Guys, you really need to be open-minded. And you know, I just posted a video. I did a servo saver, or I did a 2-year review on the X-Max, and I had some people say I'm a fanboy. Check out my Max Slash video if you really think I'm a Traxxas fanboy. I love RC, and that's the way everybody should be. Not everybody has $1,000 for an X-Max or an 8S Creighton or that, so it doesn't matter if you drive a WL's toys. Look, I got ARMA, I got Relarlo, I forget the name, more ARMA, Traxxas, ARMA, Horizon Hobby, ARMA, Red Cat, Team Corrali, more ARMA, Traxxas, ARMA, Team Associated, another WL toy. I also have my X-Max and Rustler inside. I have a Lozi Pro Moto. I also have a Infraction and a second Vendetta. I think I probably got more ARMA than I do Traxxas, as you can see. So let's not with the fanboy stuff. Okay, so enjoy the video, please. Dude, I love anything RC. If anybody watched my Max Slash review, you know I did not give that thing favorable review because I didn't feel like it met the criteria. There was issues with it, but I still get called a Traxxas fanboy. It's kind of dumb. Some people just so blind, they're so loyal to one company. I have, like I showed, everything, a little bit of everything, but I just want to show before we get into it, this thing is completely stock. I'm running the Traxxas batteries here. I love the battery mount system. Look, you got the pins right here. Make sure these batteries don't stay in place. I got the Traxxas ESC, the motor. The only thing I had to add is a fan. This is the only thing I've done to this. Now, I know people bitch about this gear. Oh my God, it's sintered metal, they destroy them. I'm still on the original pinion and gear. I don't know what people are doing. I probably know what they're doing. You're launching them in the air and you're doing 3 or 4 backflips, and then you're landing with a tremendous amount of wheel speed and you're destroying it. You know, there's limitations that you just can't take a RC, jump it 30 feet in the air, land it in the ground, and that be the basis if it's good or not. And I can tell you from being at Armageddon, where there was a lot of ramps set up free for people to use, very few people actually ever did that. There was ramps set up to jump a Crown Vic. There was also the high ramps. Almost nobody could hit that ramp at full speed for the high jump, and then even the Crown Vics. Almost nobody was trying to jump that stuff. What I will say is funny, somebody like Razor RC that does Razor tuned, when I'm watching these videos, everybody had the shock in the wrong spot. Hopefully you can see it. See this hole here? That is the factory setting, and if you read the owner's manual, it says that is for smooth surfaces, like running on the street, running through nice. If you're going to be jumping and running on rough surfaces, you need to move the shock in one. So if you're going to go over there and make a review and run a vehicle and say, so at least give it a chance to set it up properly. Like even here, I probably had this like way too soft for jumps. But I don't jump mine, so I mean I do a little bit, but I mostly like the ground pound. Oh, this will be my one, maybe not only, but complaint with Traxxas, this body right here. There's no bumper back here, so I got this one here by I think it's RPM. I think it's RPM. There's a link in my Amazon store anyhow, but yeah, so somebody finally came up with a bumper to try to protect this thing. And then we got our Garage Life RC flexible mount here in the back. Now the factory stuff's not bad, but after a while, because this is your wheelie bar, you start getting stress fractures here, and then the wing gets all bent out of shape. So Garage Life RC made a nice little improvement there. I mean, the only thing I did, I added the blue control arms in the wing because I wanted that. But one of the big complaints with this RC, people say it's got no power. Really? Yeah, that's got no power. That's powerless. My only complaint would be that the way the tires scissor up. Like when you're out here on the road trying to go fast, look. Oh, ah, damn. I don't know how it did that when it got no power. Powerless RC. This ESC sucks. Yeah, it's just, well, my favorite channel said it sucked, and so it sucks, and that's what I'm going with. Man, guys, you got to be a little bit more open-minded about stuff. Like our friend Chris with the C, RC, he just got a Sledge, and then he's like, he never thought he'd have a Traxxas, all the stuff he heard about Traxxas. And like I said, after the way Traxxas treated me, customer service on the Max Slash, I'm really not a fan of theirs, but if the RC's good, it's good. Look at that. Now, according to all the haters, I would have broke the gear. Now, this, to me, it's one of the dumbest complaints you can have. Oh, the gear broke. Most people change gears out anyhow. In the factory gear's like 12 bucks. Oh, wow. And if you want a hardened, Traxxas sells the hard metal one, it's like $40. Come on, if you got 700 bucks for an RC, you got the money for the gear. Now, if the gear was truly weak and it was breaking like left and right, I'd complain that Traxxas should have just came up with the gear to begin with, but so far, ooh, I haven't had that problem. I have not even serviced this vehicle. It's still got the factory center diff fluid. Ooh. Factory shocks and everything. Oh lordy, whoa, thing's got a little bit too much power. Look at that backflip. Not bad for something that ain't got no power. Guys, I've been totally happy with this thing. I love ground pounding. I like doing some jumps. But to me, I like kind of going out into the woods, ripping through trees and stuff like that, going around, drifting. You know, just like this, just out and about, ripping, having some fun. And this is a great RC. Whoa! Which I'm bound to break on this thing, trying to prove something. I've said it in the videos. People ask me, like, if for the 6S platforms, you know, what they're looking at. And I'll tell you, if you want to jump, if you want something that's going to catch big air and jump really, really well, get the 6S Creighton. That thing is an amazing jumper. If you want something that's a little bit more planted, that's more of a driver RC, the Sledge. The Sledge is a bit heavier, it hurts its jumping capability, but its weight, ooh, its weight helps it. Ooh, ah. See, it's got the power to clear this thing. I just I suck at landing it, I guess. I will say that's one thing with the Traxxas system. There's I think a little lag in it, which makes kind of air control a little bit harder. See those tires really ballooning up. So for street running fast, it does make it a bit hard. Oh man, I think Tyson needs to make a wheelie bar for this thing too. Good grief, that was a brand new one. Oh, I know that's one complaint everybody's, oh, the servo's slow. And yeah, it is. I think mine's like terribly bad right now because after 2 years it's seen better days. But let me check the app. I think I got something messed up. Nah, it's just the servo has seen better days, but once you're driving it, it's fine. Now I'll admit the servo's not the I actually have a replacement for this thing, but I wanted to do this run with everything being factory. See, the faster you go, the better it is. You don't even notice it, but like I said, this servo's 2 years old. That is really, really slow. That's oh no. What I will say is you can't judge a servo based on how it does sitting on the ground. You know, servos just use a little electric motor and they do wear out. It is kind of like a wear item. So but yeah, I've heard that complaint so many times. Oh, the servo's slow and that this thing is powerless, and it's slow sitting still. Like I said, mine's kind of hard to, mine's really bad because it's 2 years old now, but I am going to be replacing it. But I tell you, every time I've driven, I've never thought to myself like, oh man, I wish this thing steered faster. Oh no! What I will say is you can't judge a servo based on how it does sitting on the ground. You know, servos just use a little electric motor and they do wear out. It is kind of like a wear item. So but yeah, I've heard that complaint so many times. Oh, the servo's slow and that this thing is powerless, and it's slow sitting still. Like I said, mine's kind of hard to, mine's really bad because it's 2 years old now, but I am going to be replacing it. But I tell you, every time I've driven, I've never thought to myself like, oh man, I wish this thing steered faster. Oh no! I love this RC. I don't get the hate for it, but to each their own. Hopefully, if you're watching this because you open-minded, or you know you like the Sledge, or you're open-minded to trying new stuff. So if you want a second opinion, go check out Chris with the C, RC. He's been doing some good stuff. with his, and now he's about to throw a whole bunch of upgrades on his. So if you want to see what one of these can do with a bunch of M2C parts and Vidabon, check out what he's got going on. Oh, I gave it too much throttle there. All right, everyone. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that up here. I think we've seen enough driving. People are gonna be people. That's why they call us influencers, because they influence people to make a decision. Whether it's the right one or not, maybe. You know, if you're gonna watch a channel make your decision on buying a car, make sure that their driving style fits like what you would do. Oh, shit. Like if you're trying to kill yourself and run yourself over, whew, this would be the one. Like I said, I wouldn't buy this one for big air. It's a bit heavy. I would get the Creighton. But for ground pounding and doing moderate, like you said, I mean, look at this jump. Look at the ramp this thing has. Look at the jump. Look at how high it went up and went over there. Did I break it? Did I bend the chassis? I've done this jump a number of times, and I have not bent or broken anything. So that whole the chassis weak and that you're going to be buying all this stuff is friggin' nonsense. And somebody told me one time, oh, you're afraid to send it. Well, what is this thing? Look, it's like 40 feet. So no, we'll send it. I'm not a big fan of throwing them up so high in the air that your chances of breaking it are tremendous. That, no, I'm not a fan of. But as far as like running like this, yeah, I like to have fun. If it breaks, it breaks. We'll fix it. But all right, everyone, the Sledge. Beauty. If you buy one, get the front bumper. Save yourself the headache of beating up the body, because what happens, this thing will get pushed in. And now they're coming with belted tires, so the whole thing with the ballooning tires shouldn't be an issue. And get you a Garage Life RC wing mount. Save your wing. Thank me and Tyson later. All right, everyone, the Traxxas Sledge. Let me know what you think, and don't be stupid in the comments. Just let me know, honestly, what do you think of the Sledge? All right, everyone, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.